Hello Stampers, I've got a little quick card for you today. This would be perfect to send to somebody who you are very thankful for. And I'm sure we have quite a few of those people on our list. So I made this super quick. The main image panel comes together just in a few steps. And we're going to be using the Time of Giving stamp set from Stampin' Up. We're going to be using this wheat image and the thankful image out of this today. So we're going to get right into this project. We're going to start with that main image panel that is 3.5 inch square, basic white. We're going to bring in some Balmy Blue ink and a blending brush, and we're going to blend over about 2/3 of this cardstock with this Balmy Blue ink. It's okay if it's not totally solid, that just gives you the look of clouds. So I'm just using a circular motion here. You don't want it extremely dark. You want to kind of have it on the light side. And next we're going to take a post-it note, and this is a 3x5 inch post-it note. And one thing, when you go to shop for your post-it notes, don't get like the super sticky ones, they'll still tear your paper. Just get regular post-it notes. So this is the sticky edge, and I'm just going to rip a hill shape in this. You can have your mountain or hill any shape you'd like. So there's a little, I think that's a little steep, so I'm going to rip some of this more off. There we go. And you can put it on at an angle or however you want. Let's see, let's put it on about here. So if you like that shape, or you can just move your post-it note around to where you like it. So don't just think you have to put it on straight, you can put it at an angle. And I'm using a Balmy Blue here again. And when I layer it over the Balmy Blue we already have on there, of course it's going to be darker. And that'll make our mountain appear. I'm just using a circular motion here, and I'm putting it right in the shape of that hill. And you can peek underneath, and if your hill shape shows up, you've got it. So there's my hill, and it's okay for it to be on the lighter side because this is in the background. Okay, so we're going to get some Bumblebee ink out next. This is a really pretty color. If you're trying to catch that like the fall fields color. So I'm just going to blend this kind of in a back and forth motion. And this I do want fairly dark, because this is going to be like our wheat field. This is such a pretty color for fall. So there's our wheat color. I just kind of go up and meet the blue. I don't want to cover any of the blue because, you know, yellow and blue make green, so we don't want that up there. So we're just meeting that blue. Next I'm going to stamp our wheat images. And this stamp set, this comes right out of that stamp set that I showed you, the Time of Giving. And I'm using Memento Tuxedo Black, and I'm just going to keep stamping these till I have a little field going here. You can stamp them at different heights, right? Because this is a field, so they're all kind of bunched up in there, right? So there's our field. Then I'm going to take another blending brush, and I'm going to use this Memento Tuxedo Black, and I'm going to go across the bottom with it. So there's our scene, and then I'm going to keep that Memento Tuxedo Black out, and I'm going to stamp my sentiment in it. I'm going to stamp the sentiment right above the wheat. And I'm going to lean in here so I can try to get this straight. There we go, and there's our thankful image. And that is all there is to the main image panel. So I'm going to flip this inky paper over so I don't get anything on my panels as I'm putting them together. And I'm going to adhere the main image panel to another basic white panel, and this basic white panel is just 1/4 inch larger than the main image panel. And all the dimensions for the panels you can find down below this video. Just click show more and you'll see all the dimensions there, plus all the links to the products. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. You can order from me 24/7, and every month you'll have a chance to get an additional 10 tutorials from me that are exclusive for my customers just by placing your order with me. So we're going to adhere this to that white panel. Okay, we're going to set that aside. And I have the painted textures embossing folder here. And I put together a 4 by 5.25 Balmy Blue panel, and then a strip of Bumblebee that's 2 inch by 5 inch, and then a strip of white that is 1.5 inch by 4.5 inch. And I glued those together, and then I ran them through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine with them face up with the Stampin' Up! Logo. So they are all together, and they just look like they're were meant to be. I love squishing panels together. Plus they hold together really well that way. And we're going to adhere them to the front of a basic white card. And this card panel is 5.5 by 8.5, and then I folded it in half, and then I'm going to adhere this to the front. There we go. I like to flip things over, press it down really well. And there's our card front. And then this main panel now I'm going to put on with Stampin' Dimensionals. By the magic of video, I have my dimensionals on and the backing taken off. And I'm just going to adhere this to the card front. There we go, and there is our card put together in the front. And inside I have a 4 by 5.25 Balmy Blue panel, and then a a basic white panel that is 3.75 by 5. There's your card today. Super quick, fun to make. Thank you for joining me. Bye.